Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be looking at some of the basics of using Google Drive to access Google Docs and how to share our Google Docs that we create. So once you've gotten into your Drive, you're going to notice you're looking at what mine looks like. A couple of things, when it has shared with me, these are things that other people have shared with you or you've shared with others. These are going to be when we work on our group collaborative product. So in order to get a new Google Doc started, I'm going to click on New. Now I could start a whole new folder if I'm going to be putting a lot of documents in there. I could upload files. Let's say I've already saved something in Word or I've created a PowerPoint that I want to add to my Google Drive. You could do that here. But for us today, we're going to do a Google Doc. So I click on Google Docs. When I do that, it's going to bring up this screen, which is a brand new Google Doc. Now, one of the wonderful things about using Google Docs is that every time that you make adjustments to it, it's going to automatically save it. That can be frustrating too if you make a mistake. So just make sure if you do make a mistake that you go back and use the undo button, okay? Because it does automatically save those changes. So we're going to start on our new document. So one of the first things that we want to make sure is we want to give it a title. So today we are working in Google Docs. Simple. Then what we would do at this point is that we would begin to work on whatever our assignment or project, whatever we're working on. We can type in Google Docs much like those of you who use Words. In fact, we can even change the font. So when we're changing the font, we want to go right up here. We want to switch from Arial to Times New Roman and 12 because that's what we're working on. Now, because I already started on this, what I can do is, if I forgot, is I can go back, highlight that, and change it right there into our Times New Roman 12. Okay, at this point, just a couple of basic things. You can add in pictures. You can use the insert tool to add in pictures. You could add in charts, tables, a lot of things that you could put in. You can even put in links to other websites or pages. Once we've finished in Google Docs, we have our product where we want it to be completed. Then comes in, how do we share this with other people? So what we're going to do is, if we go up to this share button right here, you'll notice when I'm hovering over it, it says private to only me. This means that no one else can access this, view it, or edit it until I give them permission. So what we're going to do now is learn how to give them permission. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on the share button. Once you've clicked on the share button, you're going to see a pop-up window just like this pop up. One of the easiest ways to do this is you're going to click Advanced. Remember, once again, this is for when we're trying to share it. Now, if you know the specific email address of the person you want to share it with, you could enter that right there. That would be one less step. For me, what we can see right now is I have it set to private, only you can access. So I want to change that. So I click the Change button. So what this will do now is bring up a whole new set of parameters. So I can decide how I want to share this, who I want to be able to view it. We could put it so it's on the web so that anyone on the internet can access it or find it. One of the easiest ways to do this is to simply click on anyone with the link. That way you don't have to know exactly what their email address is. For the school, in case they're not using their school account, this is an easy way to do that. So once I click on that, that gives anyone who I've shared the link with access. Now, this only gives them access to view. If I want them to be able to edit or comment, I need to make sure that I click on that appropriate setting. Once I'm done with that, then I will click Save. Once I've set those settings, what I can then do is go back to my share. You'll now see it has set for my settings, anyone with the link can access. So I'll click on this, then it can really quickly hit copy the link. It copies it right to my clipboard. I can then go in and share that wherever I need to. And once I give that link to someone else or submit it into our Dropbox for assignments, your teacher can access it or anyone else that you need to. Happy Googling!